Steve, and to the people assembled here, I want to thank you for coming out. I don't have a lot of press out there, but I have served. I would love to continue to serve. Road G, last one on the line is me. But I have the experience now of knowing where the school board is going. And I can tell you this, we're progressive. We're moving forward. We're not to be blamed. I feel like I'm in Congress when people talk about Benghazi. I don't like to hear that because the school board is trying very hard, and we're doing things. And once we get on that dedicated cable channel, you'll see with all total transparency now. This is my recommendation to the school board, so you don't have to guess, so you don't have to reason out that things are not right. You just complain because complaining is easier than finding solutions. So we're here to give you solutions to issues that you bring to us, and we'll be very happy to correct them. And I got 30 more seconds. I got 30 more seconds. So we're anxious to stay on board. May 20th, Road G, Leonard Myers. Vote for me. I'd like 3 more years and I'm done. I have no further ambitions. Okay. None. Soon. 10 seconds. I'm going to take you 10 seconds. Vote. By any means, vote on May 20th. Road G is fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you to our host, and thank you to the concerned residents of Hempstead for having me today. My message is today that the children count. The role of the school board member is to work with the rest of the members in order to set policies, and our school administration should be making sure those policies are put in effect. And we do have policies here in the Hempstead School District. Like my colleague said, some policies aren't being followed, and some policies just don't work. So in my line of duty, when I was HR manager for 2 JCPenney stores here on Long Island, I made sure I included everyone in the process, because inclusion and diversity is a real key factor in order to make sure that policies that aren't working, we have to have an understanding of why they aren't working, and we can create new policies to make sure that the structure, which is our educational process, is actually moving in a better direction than which it was. I say this before I leave. One thing I don't like is a lie. I love the lie, but I don't like the lie. And we had a press conference a couple of weeks ago where we said our graduation rate has gone high this year. We don't have no proof of that. So let's start telling the truth and shame the devil. So on May 20th, correct what you see on Hempstead, please vote on May 20th. I'm on row E. How many seconds I got? 30 seconds. I'm on row E. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. Let's correct what we see here in Hempstead. Vote for 2 new people. Because I'm not putting up the past what anybody's done. I celebrate the past, but it's time that here in the present we start thinking about building for the future, which lies in our children. Thank you. May 20th, please get out and vote.
Hold your applause. Hold your applause. We got Oprah on here.
I always think changes they just don't happen. We have to make them happen. On May 20, we have the chance to make a difference. We have the chance to choose somebody who really can make a difference. I think evil only succeeds if good men stay silent. And the community, it's time for you to get up and do your part. We all have to do our part. I'm doing my part. Running was my first step. And I didn't want to run away from the problems as my husband proposed me to sell the house and live Hempstead. No, we face the problem and we try to solve them. My first step was to run for the school board. My second step was to partner. That's how I decided to run as a team with Ricky Cook, because the stronger you get, the more the community gets united, and the more successful are the changes that we need to implement. Hempstead needs a change. And if after 30 years, only we produce 38% graduation rate, it's time for all of us to think why. The answer is here. You can see one empty seat because all their life they've been running away from giving answers to you. They have the chance to come and explain why we have that graduation rate, and they decide not to do it. Make sure
time. Mr. Cook, it's, you know, I know everyone is very excited. We can hold that to the end. I'm very neutral. I don't know what's going on. Okay? Y'all should tell me at the end.
Thank you.
So, thank you, Mr. Cook.
Capricious is a word that means arbitrary and without much thought. That's the word that the judge used when he overturned the firing of the teachers, or principals, administrators, I should say, in the Hempstead School District. The problem that I have is that I know that we can do better. We can't afford to just arbitrarily make decisions that are going to directly affect not only the education of our children, but the money that you, the taxpayers, are providing for this community. That capricious act is costing us hundreds of thousands of dollars that could be used in our classrooms, that could be used in those portables that we find molds that are getting people sick, that could be used for some of the programs that we have for our children. That's what that money could be used for. And this is the reason that I'm here. I'm tired of being tired. And I know you're tired, and that's why you're here. So we need to make a change, real change. We have a chance to change history. We have a chance to do some things that are absolutely necessary on May 20th. I'm asking you to vote row A and row B. That's what I'm asking for. But I gotta tell you, we've got to do something now.
Thank you so much. Dr. Gates?
Future of Hempstead begins with everyone in this room right now. Over the past year, we have been portrayed as a community and a people who are apathetic and aloof, with a subpar system achieving minimal results. The media has had a field day exploiting our district as a whole. Yet daily, because of the callousness of the powers that be, we provide them with news unworthy yet palatable to the eyes and the ears of many. Our community has become a battleground for political allies who are only concerned with promoting their personal agendas under the disguise, I am here for the children. Well, the question therein lies, you're here to do what? I leave you with this. Are you here to take the resources that were allocated to educate our children and exploit them so that 70% of the students who do not graduate from high school would drop out and become a menace to society as we celebrate the grand opening of another wing on the plantation called Nassau County Correctional Facility? What are you here to do, and why are you here?
Thank you. Thank you. Well, well, I was told never follow a preacher. It's all right, Bishop. Well, I'm here because I've been a community leader, community servant for over 40 years. And someone asked me, why now? And I had a conversation with them, and it was a question for me to think about. I say you're either part of the problem or you're part of the solution. I don't consider myself part of the problem. I've been enabled to allow things to continue to happen. So I had to examine myself and see why I didn't step up to the plate. I had to talk with myself, and I had to talk with my higher calling, which directs me and leads everything that I do. I know I can do it. I'm qualified. I did it, and I can do it in a different level. You can vote for row C, for the children, for change, for collaboration, commitment, community, and most of all, consistency. Vote for the change, row C, and I have plenty of colleagues up here, but we have to change. We can't go back to the same old things and the same old way. It's up to us. Thank you.